What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it. I must go. The time is now. I must go. It's time to get out. And quickly before we get started, I would like to ask you to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified. We drop new episodes of FORNEVERNEWS every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and throughout the week we re-upload those segments into smaller bits for your viewing pleasure. You win, I win, hit them buttons, join up, and yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get started. And first story up, actually two stories, because two pretty significant. One, a very long runner, been going on for 11 years, and the other story, yeah, it's a big series as well. It has a pretty big fan base already. Two series are going through transitional stages. One of them in particular are ending, and the other one is being removed from weekly Shonen Jump. I guess let's get started with the series that is coming to an end. After 11 years, the massive series known as The God of High School is coming to an end, which is absolutely insane to me because it was just, what, a year or two ago that we got the anime, and I was like, oh, this is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's going to revolutionize the freaking industry. Because in case you don't know, The God of High School is not technically a manga. It's a Korean manhwa that was published on Webtoons. And now to see it coming to an end, it also is interesting, the timing, I guess, per se. It could be coincidental. The fact that, you know, a lot of things have been happening with Webtoons. We've been reporting on a lot of creators have been coming at Webtoons over, you know, what they're making and stuff like that. And then now we hear this. Let's read, and then we'll talk about what's being removed from Weekly Shonen Jump as well, because that's another big deal. The God of High School has finally come to an end. The God of High School has become a major player in Crunchyroll's original series roster, with the anime adaptation being brought to life by Studio Mappa. While the first season consisted of 13 episodes following the brutal tournament involving young brawlers vying for supremacy, many chapters from the webtoon have yet to be animated, though the story is now set to draw to a close, announcing that the comic will end with its latest chapter. An epilogue is already in the works. The God of High School wasn't just a major original for Crunchyroll, but also helped to bring Studio Mappa to the attention of many fans. Wow, I forgot that Mappa actually did that. With the series predating the animation studio's work on Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan's final season, respectively. Since coming to an end in 2020, the series has yet to receive the green light for a second season, probably because they blitzed through and a lot of people were not happy with the anime adaptation, and in my opinion, they just kind of made it look like a really purty fight. It was like, hey, fight. Oh, fight. Hey, did you want fights? I heard you like fights on top of your fights. Do you want a fight sandwich, dog? You can have the bread fighting the letter. Like, it was just fight, 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 fight. I was like, where's the story? And a lot of manhwa webtoon readers of this series have told me that, yo, dog, is actually really, really dope. The anime butchered it in terms of the pacing, and that's probably why after like 6 or 7 episodes, I was like, what am I watching? It's like, hey, pretty fights, but if there's no substance, there's no story, there's no me. I'm not checking it out anymore, and that's why I kind of abandoned watching the anime back when it was running in 2020. But yeah, it looks like there might not be any more anime unless they're following Jump's route of, hey, end it now and animated later. Though considering the streaming service announced earlier this year that Tower of God, a different series, not God of High School, Tower of God, would be returning for a second season years following its introduction, this is a case of never say never. Webtoons shared the unfortunate news that the God of High School was coming to an end via its official Twitter account, while also letting fans know to keep an eye out for upcoming epilogue that should wrap a bow on the proceedings of the popular comic. The epic conclusion of Webtoon's classic saga, The God of High School, is available now on Fast Pass. Don't mourn the end too soon, because an epilogue is coming. And in case you don't know about The God of High School, Jin Mori has proclaimed himself the strongest high schooler. His life changes when he's invited to participate in God of High School, a tournament to determine the strongest high schooler of all. He's told that if he wins, any wish he makes will be granted. All the participants are powerful contenders who fight their hardest for their own wishes. What awaits them at the end of the tournament? A chaotic battle between unbelievably strong high school students is about to begin. So yeah, that's the premise of it. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not really broken up about it. I feel for the fans of this. Maybe you've been rocking with it from the beginning because this started out in 2011. 11 years later, it comes to an end. And being with a series that long, you get attached. You know what I'm saying? You could be with a series for a couple of years, a year. You could just have a nice marathon over a night and you absolutely love the freaking thing. So to be with it for 11 years or even a few years, I'd imagine fans are probably right now feeling pretty sad, and I don't blame you. It was pretty dope from what I saw in terms of the action, but yeah, that anime adaptation didn't really do it any favors. I personally don't think that many fans were garnered from that anime adaptation. Maybe that's just me, but I don't see anybody watching that and being like, oh man, yo, I really gotta, like, at most I could see people maybe transitioning over like, hey, yo, the series was dope, but it was terribly paced. Maybe I should check out the webtoons. Maybe in that aspect it might work. And I'm wondering with this whole epilogue thing, like, are they planning on continuing it in different forms? Like, who knows? Maybe they're gonna do a spin-off of sorts, because right now webtoons is building and Crunchyroll is building as well in terms of their original library. So they might be like, hey, let's try a little bit of freshening it up, so to speak. Like, maybe we could wrap this up, do another season or two of this blitzing fast anime, and then jump into something fresh and new, because now they have, you know, some standing. Back in 2011 when this first started, there was no platform really to make this go and get an anime adaptation, because, you know, webtoon still was fairly new and stuff like that. Now it has opportunity to kind of get an anime adaptation off rip if they'd like. So we gotta wait and see. But either way, Gotta High School comes to an end, an epilogue chapter's on the way after 11 years. Now moving on to Shonen Jump. In case you don't remember, there was a series a few months back that was off rip jumping in popularity. I was kind of surprised, like, god damn, this thing is getting really popular very quick. It's called Ruri Dragon. After about like 5 or 6 chapters, the author was going on hiatus because of health reasons, and it was like, okay, they missed a chapter, they backed next week, then the next week they were going on break. And for Weekly Shonen Jump, that's a no-no. They don't like that. They're like, yo, you better get back right now and draw, especially you're just starting out. What do you think you're doing? Like, now for like veterans, which is crazy to even call them, but veterans like My Hero Academia, Black Clover, even Jujutsu Kaisen at this particular point, they usually give them a break. Even Mashle, like, they get one break about, I want to say every, I don't know, like 6-7 weeks. Like, usually every series will take turns. It'll be like My Hero goes on break, then the following week Black Clover on break, and so on and so forth. So those series, they give them a pass, because you've been doing this a couple of years, you're probably tired, like, and we don't want that public backlash either. So take a break, but you're 5 or 6 chapters in, you're gaining momentum. They don't want that. And Ruri Dragon was put on an indefinite hiatus due to those reasons. Now, I speculate, to be honest with you, that personally I don't think it's just as cut and dry as health issues. I speculate that probably the author of Ruri Dragon wasn't keeping up with the schedule for X, Y, and Z reasons. It could be that, hey, it's just overwhelming. This could be a new mangaka, didn't know what they were getting themselves into with this rigorous work schedule, and Weekly Shonen Jump at the end of the day is a business, and they're like, hey, if you can't handle it, we got to get you out of here, because you're taking up space, you're taking up money that we're investing into you, where the next hit could come. Because sometimes you do got to look at it like, at the end of the day, this isn't a charity issue, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to make money, and it costs money to hire this artist, hire all the people that are assistants and whatnot, promotions, you know, putting out those little trailers that they put on the YouTube channel. All of that is an investment, and if they're investing and the author can't, you know, deliver, then they got to do what they got to do. But now, according to this, it seems as though Ruri Dragon is probably being moved out of Weekly Shonen Jump, because it says here, Ruri Dragon Volume 1 by Masaoki Shindo appears listed as Shonen Jump Plus app label. No news regarding the comeback of the series has been teased or announced, and if they're listing it as a Jump Plus label, more than likely that means that whenever it does return, they're probably going to be in Shonen Jump Plus, which, if you don't know what Jump Plus is, basically it's their digital app only. It doesn't go out in the magazine, and oftentimes with Jump Plus, it could be a monthly, it could be a bi-weekly, it could be whatever they want, pretty much. Like Chainsaw Man is bi-weekly. You get a chapter, you don't get one next week, you get one the following, you don't get one that week after. Like, it goes on like that. So maybe that's what's gonna happen, and if that is the case, then I feel that even more so solidifies the fact that what I've been theorizing, that probably the author of Ruri Dragon maybe got sick at first, but also realized, yo, this is really, really hard to do a chapter every freaking week. Trust me, I speak to artists all the time. I'm working on books my own self, and yeah, it's very difficult to write chapters, let alone a full-on chapter, sometimes 20 pages plus every freaking week. That gets difficult. So they probably are moving Ruri Dragon over because it did garner significant popularity in a quick amount of time. Again, it was only like, what, 6 chapters, and already people were screaming, I love this series. They're probably going to be putting it in Jump Plus, so whenever it does return, it probably won't be weekly. And yeah, it's unfortunate, because at the end of the day, everybody dreams of, well, not everybody, but a lot of people dream of getting into Weekly Shonen Jump, and then to gain popularity, and then boom, you're out of the magazine, you're going to Jump Plus. It's unfortunate. Again, this isn't confirmed that it's Jump Plus, but if they're labeling Volume 1 as a Jump Plus title, chances are it's probably not coming back to Weekly Shonen Jump. It'll be on the digital app, which, hey, if you're a fan of Ruri Dragon, that means that all hope isn't lost, and maybe there's a return plan, but it won't be in Shonen Jump, and I understand. But yeah, people, got a high school after 11 years coming to an end on Webtoons, and Ruri Dragon seemingly being removed from Weekly Shonen Jump. It is what it is. Moving forward, Bleach fans. I ain't gonna lie. It has been absolutely chaotic with the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War anime. Don't get me wrong. Everything is just like, wow. Like, you know, the trailers that they released look absolutely gorgeous. Bleach right now is just looking like it is coming for everything that was taken from it. All the years, the slander, all of that stuff. It looks like Bleach is making a major comeback. And it's all really thanks to this 1000-Year Blood War return. I mean, again, it looks immaculate, so to speak. However, one of the big words that has been circulating is the fact that Bleach is going to be going to Disney Plus. Disney Plus seemingly is getting the exclusive rights based on what a lot of leakers and internal sources have been saying. However, nothing has been confirmed yet. We do know that it will be simulcasted, so thankfully we will get an episode every week. It won't be behind some sort of lock like, you know, the Netflix jail where you gotta wait 6 months to watch the next episode of Eden Zero or the Seven Deadly Sins or all of the other stuff that they keep behind that, you know, lock and key, so to speak. So thankfully we won't have that issue. However, the whole Disney Plus thing has not been confirmed or denied. And all of the press releases, all of the big conventions, everything that they've talked about so far, the one thing that they haven't said, which is kind of crazy because you've had millions of eyes on this thing so far, and you haven't announced where is it going to be playing at? Where can you watch Bleach 1000-Year Blood War? Can you watch it on Crunchyroll? Can you watch it on Netflix? Can you watch it in a movie theater? Like, where are you going to be able to watch this thing? It hasn't been, oh my god, I just thought that would be so fire if they released every episode in movie theaters. Oh my god, they would make so much money. I mean, don't get me wrong, after a certain point, probably by like episode 38 or something, people will probably not be going to the theater as frequent, but imagine being able to watch Bleach in the movie theater every freaking week, especially at this freaking quality. That looks like a movie. Or shit, I don't even care, put 3 to 4 episodes at a time, like once a month you get to watch Bleach in the theater. I know, sidetrack, but yeah, it looks gorgeous. But yeah, there is no announcement officially of where you're gonna be able to watch it, and a lot of people have been doubting, like, no, the Disney Plus stuff is just a rumor, it's not gonna be true. However, because they have not confirmed or denied, a lot of fans have been speculating, and they even went to Twitter and asked Viz Media, hey, I'm suffering from not knowing where Bleach is gonna stream. Viz, help me. And Viz's reply was kind of like, huh? I ain't gonna lie, when I read it, I was like, Viz, what you talking about, man? The word on the street, what am I doing here? The word on the street is that Disney Plus got the rights. What are you saying? What's going on? And their response was this: we cannot. We're sorry, our child. So you cannot tell nobody where Bleach, that is coming out in, what is it, October 10th, I think, right? October 10th. And as of the recording of this video, that's like less than 2 weeks away. So in less than 2 weeks, Bleach drops, and you cannot tell us where. I mean, it could very well be because this is a part of their marketing campaign, that I believe there's an upcoming convention. Is it Comic-Con? I want to say New York Comic-Con. Like, there's a big convention where they're going to have more stuff on Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. But the fact that they can't tell anybody really pushes forward the narrative of it's Disney Plus, and fans aren't going to like that, because at the end of the day, a lot of anime and manga fans, they're going to Crunchyroll to get their anime, or they're going to go to Netflix, or the occasional Amazon. Amazon usually gets bangers. That's one of the things, you cannot sleep on Amazon. They usually got bangers over there. Whenever they got anime, they get the bangers. But yeah, those are the places more or less. I mean, High Dive, I guess. Who uses High Dive? But like, those are the few select areas. Nobody's going to Disney Plus for anime. Like, you're going to Disney Plus for The Lion King or some Star Wars stuff, or, you know, whatever. Like, you're not going for anime. So for them to get Bleach, it's like, dog, am I really gonna pay for the service just to watch Bleach? Or are you gonna put on your Mugiwara and go nuts into the seas of piracy? Like, it's one of these options. So the fact that they're not saying, the fact that they can't say, is one or two things. Is either A, they have something planned, a big press conference where they're gonna announce it. B, I guess it could be three things. B, it's Disney Plus. Or C, it could be that up to the last minute, there's still maybe a behind the scenes bidding war on where it's gonna going to go and how it's going to be put on. Because also I noticed that there was a big thing, because as it stands right now, if I'm not mistaken, Netflix is set to remove a couple of titles from Viz Media, their anime in particular, from their service come November. Naruto being one of them, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, that could be a good thing, because there's a lot of Shippuden that you cannot watch, and I don't think Netflix has Shippuden to begin with, so maybe they're gonna do like another big, like, hey, somebody, some service out there, give us a big check and we'll put all of Naruto on your platform. But along with that announcement was that Bleach was leaving Hulu. Bleach was apparently leaving Hulu. There was a big thing there, and then all of a sudden they said, oh, never mind, they removed that from the press conference that Bleach was leaving Hulu, and Hulu is connected with Disney, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, there could be a very big possibility that they're just holding out, because also they know fan backlash is going to be ridiculous about Disney Plus, and maybe they're like, maybe we'll just get people, you know what I'm saying, at the last minute. Or again, it could be a very big bidding war. They still haven't found a home for it yet, and the money is ridiculous. There's a wide variety of options, but that doesn't sound inviting. That doesn't sound great per se, of like, dog, it's a couple weeks away. What are you doing? Tell us where the hell we're going to be able to watch this at. But I'm extremely curious what you think about this one. Where the hell is Bleach going? What is happening right now? What do you think is going on? Is it that there's a bidding war? Is it that they know that there's going to be a backlash of putting it on Disney Plus? Is it what's happening here? Either way, I mean, it's safe to say that Bleach fans are going to watch this freaking anime. They're going to watch it. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to love it. But why can't they say, why is it 2 weeks away and there's no official home of the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War to watch it, despite the fact that millions of eyes have been everywhere? Like, that would have been a perfect opportunity to say, hey, it's going to be on so-and-so. Interesting stuff, but I guess we got to wait around and find out. Black Clover fans, I get asked on a weekly basis, sometimes harassed by some of you guys, Fanab, man, where's the Black Clover news? What happened with Black Clover? The manga's still going. It's not like it's completely over with. Why is there no Black Clover news? And from time to time, I get a little bit here or there. I get a little something. I try my best to, deliver what I can, but this time around, dog, I got something very promising for you. I got 2 pieces of Black Clover news. I guess I'll save the best, the most grandiose for the end, but I do got one thing to start with, and that's that, for starters, Black Clover's 6 popularity poll results will be declared in next week's issue of Weekly Shonen Jump, and a special anime illustration color page on the results eve. Whoa. I mean, there was a big delay, in case you missed it in last week's episode of FORNEVER News. We talked about that. The popularity poll was supposed to already have been announced, and there was a delay. They said, hey, sorry for the delay. There was something going on. I want to say they clarified that there was like a miscount of the votes. They needed to recount the votes. It was like Biden, Trump, no. But there was basically something to do with the votes that they had to recount or something like that, so that's why they pushed it back. But now we're getting the popularity poll, which Yami #1 all the time, all day, even yesterday, tomorrow, right now. Yami #1, that's for starters. But also the fact that they're going to be delivering a special anime illustration cover page on the results eve. What's that about? What's going on? Now, I'm going to just keep it all the way thorough with you guys. It's probably not the TV anime, because one of the things that's been in the works since, March 31st of 2020, was it 2020 or 2021? 2021. Anyway, it's been over a year since the Black Clover TV anime ended, and the only thing we had to go off was, we're getting a movie some point. We got 2 visuals and that little tiny 3-second trailer that looks like it was put together by my Uncle Papi Tony or some shit like that. Like, yeah, that's all we have right now. But the next piece of news, I think Black Clover fans are gonna be like, finally, you delivered, FNAF, you delivered. Because according to the unofficial Weekly Shonen Jump Twitter account, Black Clover movie will be receiving new information next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 45. There was a little bit of a back and forth about the phrasing of whether or not it would be about the movie or the anime, but then they confirmed later on, according to Ryokyuta, new information regarding the movie will be revealed. So it will be about the movie. About freaking time. I'm imagining that, okay, if they're announcing this in, early October, we'll probably get the first trailer, or real trailer. Again, we had that little thing that they released with Asta with the cloak or whatever, but we'll probably get the real big trailer and everything. I'm guessing Jump Festa, like maybe they're just gonna announce it, maybe with a little extra visual showcasing what it's actually gonna look like, and not just those freaking paintings of Asta and and then we'll actually get the movie trailer. Again, I'm gonna guess Jump Festa, and I've heard word circulating that it's actually looking really good for Black Clover's movie, that it's actually going to be really, really good. So don't take this as like, oh, Fanev, you just chatting. No, I've heard that it actually is going to be magnificent. So if you've been waiting for some Black Clover, at the very There's a plane flying over my house right now. It's stopping Black Clover! If you've been waiting for Black Clover's movie like I have, very anxiously, very patiently, then it seems like they're going to deliver, and your wait has not been in vain. You're gonna get some greatness, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm just finally happy to say not only we're getting a popularity poll, which whoop-de-doo, Basil, who cares about a popularity poll, but also we're freaking getting... Why did I do Dr. Evil and Austin Powers at the same time? Anyway, we're getting Black Clover movie news, which is long overdue. It's long overdue, and I'm just happy finally it seems like it's coming. But also that gets me a little bit worried, because usually, especially when a series like Black Clover that's on its final arc, you start getting stuff like this. It's like, could be that the manga's on his way to wrap up, and maybe around the time movie comes out, manga ends, TV anime return, which TV anime returning will be great too. But yeah, we gotta wait to see. Either way, Black Clover movie news incoming. Let's freaking go. And it sounds like it's going to be, again, more party, mate. Okay, I gotta stop with that accent. Yeah, but Black Clover movie news incoming. Chainsaw Man fans, I gotta let you know that I'm the #1 Chainsaw Man fan. Chainsaw Man fans, I got a couple of pieces of news for upcoming Chainsaw Man greatness. In case you don't know, Chainsaw Man, I believe October 11th, the anime will be debuting. It will be 12 episodes, produced by Studio Mappa, and the trailers looked absolutely gorgeous. But we got a couple of pieces of news. For starters, it says here that Chainsaw Man will have a special TV show broadcasted right before the series airs on October. And based on this image, I'm imagining, for starters, they have that one dude that he'd be interviewing everybody. Like, he interviewed Gege Akutami from Jujutsu Kaisen, and in the image it has Pochita in the background, so I'm imagining that that's the voice actors and voice actress for the upcoming Chainsaw Man anime. And I ain't gonna lie, somebody better subtitle that. I gotta see this. I need a bear witness to what the hell they talking about when it comes to more Chainsaw Man. I feel like I wrote it myself, like I'm Totsuki Fujimoto. But yeah, that could be some interesting insight. Give us a little bit of an idea of what's going on, because this is going to be a big one, folks. This is probably going to be one of those series where you're sick of hearing, you're probably already sick of hearing about it. I talk about it every week, but you're probably going to get sick of it because it's going to hit the TikToks, it's going to hit everywhere, and stuff like that. You'll get a little bit of nice insight to see, well, what made all of these little weasels go back crazy over this stuff. But also, we got a little more piece of Chainsaw Man insight. It says here, Chainsaw Man TV anime will be receiving new information, and a special poster will be included next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 45. If I don't buy that issue to get that Chainsaw Man poster, screw everything else. Well, ooh, there's gonna be some Black Clover movie stuff in there. Okay, I gotta buy that issue of Jump. I gotta buy that issue. I need the Chainsaw Man poster. It better be exclusive. It better be fly. And if I do manage to get my hands on it, I'll put it somewhere around here, like right there. Look, that's open space for a nice little poster. Unless it's like really big, then Black Clover, you might have to move over a couple of inches, fam. I might gotta move you down the road a little bit for more of my Chainsaw Man. Okay, yeah, let me stop. I'm fanboying out. But yeah, we got some more Chainsaw Man anime news. And right before the broadcast of the TV anime beginning, we'll get a special thing with probably, again, the voice actors. And I'm excited for all of it. I ain't gonna lie. I need more Chainsaw Man in my life. I'm dying for it. It's been too long, and we're only getting 12 episodes, but I'm gonna enjoy every episode like it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and rewatch and all of that good stuff. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. Next up, fans of Hiro Mashima. You might be a fan of Hiro Mashima and not even know it. This man is a legend. He's done Fairy Tail. He's done Rave Master. He's doing Eden Zero. He does video games. Like, he is absolutely somebody that very much so inspires me. If you're a regular for Never News, you know that. So you should be a regular. Hit that subscribe button. Trust me, like, I enjoy making this show, and I know a lot of people enjoy watching this show. But anywho, Hiro Mashima recently gave some updates over on a Twitter space, because he's kind of been a little bit ghost the last week or two over on social media, and normally he's very active, and somebody went through the trouble of translating some of what he said, so we get some insight. Also, you know, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest manga and what's up with the anime. Maybe we'll get a little insight. Let's read some of what was said by Hiro Mashima recently. He hardly tweeted last week, and maybe some of you noticed that, but he said he is very, very busy these days. They say he hardly has time to make YouTube videos. However, he's received a silver plaque from YouTube because the number of YouTube subscribers has passed 100,000. Big congrats. I've got mine right there. Yeah, little status for them. I should have the gold play button by now. I know. Yeah. What can you do? He may take and post a video of of the unboxing of that silver plaque. We'd love to see it. There are about 5 projects he's working on right now, he said. One is about Eden Zero, the 100 Years Quest fairy tale, an original anime, a new manga series, and a new game. The original anime doesn't seem to be related to Eden Zero fairy tale, but does anyone know what it's about? I want to know what it's about, man. Hopefully it's something dark, dog. I want to see Mashima get into a dark bag. I feel like that would be interesting at the very least if he just lets loose, takes off the shackles of Shonen, and really goes wild. But I'm hoping, again, some fairy tale 100 Years Quest anime news. I need that in my life. Then it goes on to say he has 5 projects he's working on, so he had several meetings yesterday that lasted a total of about 5 hours. Man's is busy. Mashima Sensei said he once experienced a total of 21 hours of meetings from 2 p.m. on Monday to around noon the next day, Tuesday. Ave Maria, poor Mashima, bendito. Mashima Sensei told the audience that he recently been on a diet and had lost 7 kgs compared to when he started it. Because he lost 7 kgs, everyone notices that he's lost weight. Every time he sees someone he knows, they are surprised and say, "Have you lost weight?" He's now talking about saunas, so he started getting a little sauna on. Mashima still he got swag, alright? He gotta relax a little bit too. He told us that when he finished the serialization of Fairy Tail, he wanted to build a house before the next serialization of Eden Zero, but that did not happen due to lack of time. He said he lives in a condo now, but still hopes to build a house someday and thinks it would be nice to build one in Nagano Prefecture. By the way, he said he bought a condominium in Nagano Prefecture quite some time ago. He moved to Tokyo when he was young and lived in a small room. He told us that on the first day of that move, he turned over in his sleep and broke a window pane. He said he reinforced the broken window with cardboard. Oh god. He's talking about his early days as a manga artist. He wants to live stream his gameplay on YouTube and has set up a capture board and other equipment, but said it doesn't work. The computer Mashima Sensei is using now was assembled by a contractor, but the contractor does not seem to know how to solve the problem. Get rid of him. Get rid of him, dog. I know plenty of people that could help you. He was advised to buy a new computer for gameplay and use it. What? Tell that mom. Well, it depends on what rig you're using, I'm guessing, but usually if you get a decent PC, which I'm imagining Mashima has the bread to do so, like, what is this guy talking about? Sounds like he's trying to milk Mashima, and his fans who have heard him talk about it now are recommending it. He talked about some of his favorite TV series from abroad, which include 24, Lost, The Game of Thrones, Spartacus, Blood and Sand, Breaking Bad, hey, Breaking Bad, and Game of Thrones, even though I never finished it. I stopped like at season 6, I want to say. I really like Game of Thrones. I know I heard it goes to shit or whatever, but yeah, Breaking Bad is fire. He keeps talking about his recommendations regarding overseas TV drama series. Now he's talking about a TV drama called Boys. Is he talking about The Boys? Because, yo, I love The Boys. That freaking show is so amazing. Shout outs to Amazon on that. You should sponsor me. Hey. He's now talking about mystery novels. He recently bought a novel version of an anime called Another. Oh, that's that horror anime. That was really good. In addition, Mashima Sensei shared the following regarding Eden Zero and the Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest at the end of his today's Twitter space. Just last week or the week before, I drew chapters in which Erza and Elsie are active in the Eden Zero and Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. In the 100 Years Quest one, I drew Erza's activities, or should I say Irene's activities? Irene, isn't that her mom? What's going on in Fairy Tail, yo? For the Eden Zero one, I drew a chapter in which Elsie is active. It just happened, but it was kind of emotional. Yeah, it sounds like Mashima is heavy at work, very busy, and I don't blame him for not being active on social media. Usually when I go ghost on social media, I'm working on other projects, I'm working on books, I'm working on a whole bunch of music, I'm doing other stuff. But yeah, the GOAT Hiro Mashima has spoken. 5 projects in the work, an original anime, 100 Years Quest, Eden Zero. Props to the guy. Moving forward, just a small update on something that I had to cover because I found it to be absolutely atrocious. There is a new One Punch Man mobile game that I'm not gonna plug here what's the name of it, but the reason for me bringing this up is they had this ad, right? It was a trailer ad or whatever, basically, hey, a promo, you should play this game, and I'm not gonna lie, it is freaking atrocious. The comedy feels like it was the most bland dude on the planet that actually wrote this, because it's so bad. It's like they got a dude cosplaying as Saitama walking through, like, I don't know if it's a restaurant or a bar or what the hell it is, and it is absolutely abysmal. You'll probably see some shots here on the screen, and I don't know, maybe a clip or two. Chris, play those clips so they can understand how cringy this thing is. Just, you know, little doses of it. It is really freaking bad. Like,
what's my name? One Punch Man! It's a good game.
I would not play this One Punch Man game because of this ad. I would play that One Punch Man game if I saw like it was really good, not because some dude, some bald dude is just walking through a bar and like, what is life right now? Like, yo, dog, terrible, terrible commercial, and I know this is a very short segment, but I had to tell you guys that they are doing our boy Saitama very dirty with what this is. Like, I don't know if this is an attempt to see, like, hey, maybe we could get the One Punch Man live action popping soon with it. Please don't use this dude. Please don't use the script. Please just throw this whole thing away. Get rid of it immediately. I mean, immediately, please. Yes, I just had to let this rant out because it was bad. It was really bad. I'm not playing that game. I'm sorry. And in the same token, let me just add that this Me and Roboko TV anime key visual is absolutely freaking hilarious. I can't wait. Even though they're going to be 5-minute bits, I'm going to enjoy every freaking 5 minutes of this Me and Roboko. And I had to include it with this One Punch Man thing because a lot of people hate on Roboko. I used to be a part of that brigade. No longer am. And at the very least, this Roboko TV anime key visual is better than that terrible, god-awful One Punch Man trailer thingy, ad, whatever, for that video game. Like, it's bad.
What's my name? What Punch Man? It's a good game.
Moving forward, Jujutsu Kaisen fans, they are definitely gearing up. Studio Mappa is definitely making moves to getting word out about season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, because I ain't gonna lie, Jujutsu Kaisen's name lately has been muddied up in the interwebs, on YouTube, on Twitter, everywhere, with the narrative that it's boring, which I'll probably address that on my main channel. You should go over there and subscribe for ForneverWorld. I talk about anime and manga, not really news related, more so discussions. But yeah, they're gearing up nonetheless for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Studio Mappa, they released a new key visual for the anime last week, and this week they released some insight on Season 2 of the anime, as well as another new key visual that is very dope the way they did it. Let's read and we'll talk some more. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 TV anime shares newest teaser visual. During the Toho 10th anniversary event tonight in Japan, the special Jujutsu Kaisen stage revealed the next teaser visual for the second season, featuring Satoru Gojo, Itadori Yuji, Fushiguro Megami, and Nobara Kugisaki, with the subtitle The Shibuya Incident. Additionally, the stage event confirmed the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen will run over 2 consecutive parts that will make up the second season. And we got this key visual, which, first of all, key visual looks dope as hell, and the really cool thing about it is, if you take last week's key visual that they released with the past version of Geto and Satoru Gojo, it connects into a really dope, like, poster anime quality. But that's cool and all. Again, great visuals. I'm expecting nothing less from Studio Mappa. The big caveat of it all is the fact that, for starters, 2 consecutive parts, 2 consecutive cores, essentially, meaning Jujutsu Kaisen will be around 24 to 25 episodes. I would love 26. I'm just saying, you want to do 213 cores? Yeah, I ain't mad at it, but about 24 episodes for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Pretty standard, considering Season 1 was about that as well, which I'm very happy about that. I do not like when they go from, like what they did with Demon Slayer. Season 1 was, what, 26 episodes, I think? And then you go to Season 2 and it's like 18 with 11 episodes being a recap or something, which some of the other episodes were pretty lengthy or whatever, but regardless, I want my 24, 24, 24, and I want them in the same quality. I know I'm asking for a lot. I understand it, but expectations are high, especially when it comes to these titles that I freaking love. But even more than that, I'm like, all right, 24 episodes, baby, let's freaking go. And then they add the caveat of Shibuya Incident, because granted, I know the manga content, and I knew that they had to, at some point in Season 2, address Shibuya, because there's not that much content in between where Season 1 ends and the Shibuya Incident. And if you have no idea about the Shibuya Incident, yeah, that's the highly regarded arc of Jujutsu Kaisen that fans to this day praise and scream, adore, all of that good stuff of, like, nah, that's the one, fam. That's the one. A lot of fans are very excited for that, and I'm glad that they're going to be addressing it, which I don't even think it's going to be like the second core. I'm imagining probably 3 to 6 episodes they'll address the arc that comes before Shibuya, and the rest of it will be Shibuya, and probably the season after that will be Shibuya, because there's a lot of chapters in the Shibuya Incident. I don't know if they're going to be able to address it over the course of this season. Maybe they can, maybe if they squeeze it in, because there was some battles in Shibuya, but Shibuya is very hefty, and a lot of stuff went down in it. So I guess if you're a manga reader of Jujutsu Kaisen, do you think, let's just say if they have 24 episodes, maybe even 25, they address that first arc in about 3 to 5 episodes. You think for the remainder of it, they can do Shibuya all within that compact arc, and then the following arc will jump into the next manga arc called The Culling Games. Spoiler alert, the next arc is called The Culling Games, which tells you nothing, hey. Or you think that there's going to be more Shibuya in the following arc. Maybe it'll be Shibuya Part 2 or something like that, and another 12 for Shibuya or something. I don't know, but either way, I'm very pumped that we're getting Shibuya. We're getting 24, 25 episodes, and the key visual showcases that Jujutsu Kaisen ain't missing a step, baby. Studio Mappa, they're gearing up, and I can't wait to see it. Next up, One Piece fans, I got some pretty cool news here I think you're gonna dig, to be honest with you. Now granted, I'm not gonna give an update right now for the film red sales. I'll probably wait a week because every week it's not the biggest jump or whatnot, but we got a massive story regarding One Piece here and what they're doing with the IP, which I'm always going to look back and think, oh my god, dog, I remember the days like 2010, even talking about One Piece on YouTube, people were like, you watching those trash animations, watch something cool like Naruto, what are you doing, dog? And to see it go from that to what's about to happen here that I'm about to read, it's mind-blowing, because according to this, it says, courtesy of Toei Animation, we have some news for you all. One Piece will be taking over Times Square in New York to celebrate One Piece Film Red. We urge all fans, cosplayers, convention attendees, visitors, and New Yorkers to attend, and this occurs October 8th during New York Comic-Con, and they just showed like an example of One Piece all over, like billboards all over Times Square, which I could tell you off rip, that probably cost, I don't even know, maybe $500,000 to $1 million to put that there, unless there was like a, favor real quick, like, hey, it's over the convention, we'll do some cross promo. Who owns these buildings? Like, hey, how about we promote something you got over here at the convention? Could be that the people that own these buildings are actually in business with the people that are doing One Piece Film Red, because there's a very big Sony deal. So could be that, hey, it's like, it's our property anyways, dog, like it's a perfect opportunity to push it, also with that whole Spotify situation. So could very well just be the case of, hey, the music industry owns those buildings or something like that, and it just makes sense because they got a partnership going with One Piece Film Red or whatever. But either way, that is so freaking huge to see. Like, this is also gonna open up a few more eyes to One Piece. There's a lot of people that they may not really rock with One Piece because it's like, yo, dog, it's too long, yo, dog, I don't like the art, I don't like the animation, and then all of a sudden they see billboards everywhere, it's on this one, it's all here in Times Square, it's taken over. Might put a few people onto One Piece, I'm just saying. Granted, they're gonna look at it and be like, 1,000 episodes, get this out of my face. But yeah, I'm really hype about this, and I'm really happy to see that they're continuing pushing the agenda of that One Piece greatness, and it's taking over Times Square. Man, part of me wishes I was going to this convention, and it's like a little over a week away. If anybody want to sponsor me to get out there to Times Square, just let me know. I will definitely look into it. I'm just saying. One Piece Film Red take over Times Square, October 8th, New York Comic-Con. Let's go. Moving forward, My Hero Academia fans, in particular of the anime that are anticipating season 6, you already know, probably, I want to say it'll be airing the day that this episode comes out, so you'll probably be watching season 6 by the time you see this, or at the very least the first episode. But good news, at the very least, it's something that you would expect, because My Hero Academia, ever since season 2 on, has been going this path. But yeah, it seems as though season 6 is going to be a little lengthy, similar to the previous seasons. It says here, My Hero Academia season 6 to air for 2 consecutive cores. Usually a core is about 12 to 13 episodes. We've got a lot of My Hero Academia to look forward to, because the latest update has confirmed season 6 as a 2-core consecutive runs. That means we'll be treated to the all-out war between heroes and villains for half a year. So buckle up, My Hero Academia fans. Don't pay $2,000 on Twitter polls that are imaginary. Yeah, I made a really funny video over on my main channel, ForneverWorld. Go check it out, because yeah, fans be doing some wild stuff. But yeah, 24 to 26 episodes. I'm gonna guess 24. It's been about 24 for the last few seasons for My Hero Academia season 6, and thank goodness. That means that they're gonna give us the entirety of the greatness of the best arc of My Hero Academia. Hopefully they don't drop the ball. Hopefully they give us the proper adaptation that that arc deserves, because yeah, season 5, and I've said it a million times, they dropped the ball with that. Season 4 animation, they kind of dropped the ball. There was no movie this time around. They could have put their best efforts and best foot forwards for this without having to say, hey, well, we're gonna take those talented animators and we're gonna put them on the film. And no, this right here can be the Marineford arc that blows My Hero Academia up even further into Star stardom and heights that it hasn't seen, and I'm hoping that they do it justice, because if they do it justice, this will be the big one. This will be what puts My Hero Academia on the map. It's on the map, it's popular, it's huge, it'll be huger. And when I reference One Piece Marineford, it's because when the Marineford anime arc of One Piece came out back in 2011, One Piece went from selling like a few million, like 6 million, 7 million in a year, to about like 37 million in 1 year. Like, that's what it did, and this arc has that potential if they do it right. We gotta wait and see. Moving forward, Seven Deadly Sins fans, in case you don't know, Netflix has been working on some original Seven Deadly Sins movies that are gonna take place after Seven Deadly Sins, but before Four Nights of the Apocalypse. So I believe it's going to have some of the characters, or some of Meliodas', like, for example, their children and whatnot. Some of the Sins' children are going to be involved, and a lot of people, including myself, when we first saw the first trailer, it was a teaser trailer, were absolutely horrified because, yeah, Seven Deadly Sins, the animation has just been a steady decline from season 1 on. Like, you started off with season 1, it was beautiful, man. A1 Pictures did a phenomenal job. Season 2, it was still alright. It got a little bit wonky, but it was still okay. Then once they moved over from Studio A1 Pictures to Studio Dean, that's where we saw the rapid decline of the quality of the Seven Deadly Sins. But at the very least, you could throw the argument, yo, it's still at least, you know, dope 2D, you know what I'm saying? It gets a little it gets very bad. I was gonna say a little bad. It gets very bad at certain points, but hey, it's alright, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can get past some of the terrible looking action pieces, it still looks alright, you know what I'm saying? But then when they dropped this trailer for these upcoming films of the Seven Deadly Sins that are gonna be post Sins, again, pre Four Nights of the Apocalypse, it was 3D CGI, and it wasn't like 3D CG like Arcane, okay? It was like, whoa, buddy, how far we have fallen. And yeah, now they're gearing up even further. They released a new trailer for these films, and let's read. The Seven Deadly Sins Grudge of Edinburgh Part 1 film streams new trailer. The Netflix Totem Japan livestream event revealed a new trailer for the first part of the Seven Deadly Sins Grudge of Edinburgh, the all-new 2-part anime film project for Nakaba Suzuki's The Seven Deadly Sins. Netflix also released a key visual for the film, which that looks like that was done by Nakaba Suzuki himself, and if it looked like that, I would be excited, because that looks actually really cool. Like, I like that art style. That actually looks great. The anime film will debut on Netflix in December, and Yuki Kaji will reprise his role from the main series as Meliodas, so we know Meliodas is going to be in there, as well as his son Tristan. Yeah, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, because even the new trailer is like, I'm getting a little bit past, I'll be honest with you, I'm getting a little bit past hating 3D CGI, if I'm just being honest with you, like being straight transparent. Like, 3D CGI isn't bothering me like it did, I don't know, even 3 months ago or something like that, and it's probably due to Dragon Ball Superhero. Like, that movie, I don't know, it kind of changed my perspective on 3D CG, and it allowed me to enjoy things a little bit more than I did when it comes to that. But the 3D CG that they're using in this movie in particular, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great at all. It doesn't look good at all, to be honest with you. So I don't know, I can't call it if I'll watch it or not. Part of me is like, I really like and I really miss Seven Deadly Sins, like maybe I should, but then at the same time I'm like, dog, if you support this, come on, bro, you gotta stick to your standards, FNEV. Like, what are you doing here? So it's gonna be a tough one because a lot of reasons. I don't know. Let me know. Are you gonna watch this? Like, is it too poorly looking with this new trailer in particular for you to actually indulge, or you're gonna give it a go? Like, again, I'm back and forth on it. Like, I really want to watch this. I really do, but it looks bad. We gotta wait and see. Either way, shoutouts to Nakaba Suzuki. Like, dog, I hope he's running up the bag on Netflix with all of this. Like, if y'all continuing on doing these originals and stuff, please be lining up Nakaba Suzuki's pockets immensely, because yeah. Next up, over the week they released a new trailer, or the first trailer shall I say, for the upcoming Mashle Magic and Muscles TV anime, and it says here, Mashle TV anime's first PV was revealed. Mashle TV anime will have A1 Pictures as the animation studio, and it says here, Chiaki Kobayashi announced at Aniplex Online Fest 2022 as cast member of Mosh Burn Undead, and I ain't gonna lie, it looks alright to me. Like, I saw fans that were bashing it, saying, oh my god, it doesn't look good, what the heck, what are you doing? I don't know. I looked at the trailer, and from the visuals and stuff, it looks pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm very much so looking forward to this. I really like Mashle. I kind of put it on the back burner, especially once I knew like an anime is approaching, I think around like chapter 60 or 70 something. I was like, okay, perfect time. I'm gonna put it on hold. I'm gonna watch the anime, and considering I believe they announced that it's going to be a complete adaptation and the manga is about to end soon too, it's like on its final arc, it'll probably wrap things up, and yeah, I could just marathon the anime straight through. And yeah, I don't know what people are talking about. The trailer looked okay to me. I'm excited for it. A1 Pictures, they usually never drop the ball on art and animation, and Martial Magic and Muscles is gonna be a freaking riot. It's basically like some of the stuff that I love from One Punch Man. In case you don't know, it's basically One Punch Man meets like, I don't know, Rock Lee or Black Clover's Asta, something like that. Well, even Harry Potter you can add in there. It's like the Harry Potter setting with Saitama kind of being like Rock Lee or Asta from Black Clover. Like that weird combo, but it works, and I'm very excited for it. And yeah, first trailer looks alright. Although I was kind of shocked. I thought they were gonna kind of do like its own little stage or something at Jump Festa for this. I mean, this is a pretty big deal. This is supposed to be like the next gen of Jump after, you know, post the dark era of Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, but we'll see. Also released around that time was Ayakashi Triangle TV Anime's new key visual, and the fact that it's set to again air January 2023, and it got some super fans. I ain't gonna lie, they are unapologetically pushing the fan service through the moon with this one. I mean, they removed it from Weekly Shonen Jump, they put it in Jump Plus, but that ain't slowed down by any means the author's absolute urge to draw fan service, because even this key visual, I think they also released a little trailer if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that, but yeah, we got a key visual there, and it is fan service galore. So if that's your bag, there it is. I ain't gonna be watching it, but it is a kind of big deal because it's a Jump title and it sells pretty well, so I figured I'd report it, and there are some people that like it. Okay, Ayakashi Triangle, January 2023, key visual, it's a coming. Next up, Fate Stay fans. It's been a little minute. We've been waiting. Okay, what's the next step? What's the next Fate anime? What's happening here? Where are we going with this franchise? And I ain't gonna lie, ever since post Ufotable, the Fate franchise, I've kind of haven't been the most invested in, and I feel like, okay, I love Fate. I really want to get back into it, and we just got a big announcement. New Fate anime incoming. It says here, Fate Strange Fake Whispers of Dawn anime officially announced. TV special anime episode airing on December 31st, 2022. Aniplex of America said, this is a Holy Grail war covered in lies, introducing another Fate presented by Type Moon X Ryogo Narita. Fate Strange Fake is coming December 2022. And again, it has this key visual with this dude with this red cloak, and I'm excited to see what about this Holy Grail Wars covered in lies is going to be about. And they had like a little teaser for it. It looked decent. I want to say it's A1 as well. Again, don't quote me on that. I'm thinking it's A1. And yeah, I'm just excited, man. I really would like some more Fate. I've always been saying that I want another Fate anime done by Nasu. Like, I want the story done by Nasu, and I want Saber involved in it. Maybe it could be, I don't know, Shiro's great grandchildren pick one of the routes where things didn't go right, or a new route or something like that. Like, I want to see Saber again, like, you know, years later, where Shiro, maybe one of the routes where he doesn't become Archer and he's just normal, and the war goes on again and he's a grown man and he summons Saber and he's like Kiritsugu or something. Like, I want that Fate anime. Can we get that one? What would it be? Fate Stay, well, there's Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night. Let's get, I don't know, Fate Stay Day or some shit. Fate Stay Daylight. There we go. And either way, I'm just happy that there's more Fate coming, because I've been a little worried, like, are they done with the franchise? It's really big. What are we doing? There's a new one coming. Let's go. If you're a fan of video game to anime adaptations, in case you haven't heard, Nier Automata is getting an anime, and it just says here, Nier Automata version 1.18 character visual reveal. Animation studio A1 Pictures. Air date January 2023. They're doing a Nier Automata anime in January 2023, and they also released another visual. This is Nier Automata version 1.1a character visual 2. Again, studio A1 Pictures, and a part of me is excited because, yo, dog, A1 Pictures, like I said, they get it done when it comes to art and animation. Adaptation wise, sometimes they take liberties, but considering this is from video game to anime, and I'm not a fan of the video video game. I've heard it's great. Don't kill me, video game fans. Don't kill me, but I've heard it's great. But yeah, it looks like we're gearing up in January, like 2023. Honestly, from October 2022 on, it looks like anime is just going to be on the uprise. It's just going to be great, from the Chainsaw Mans, Jujutsu Kaisens, like everything is just lining up nicely. Bleach, like we got great stuff. And now Nier Automata, Mashle, like shout outs to A1. They're doing their thing, dog. And speaking of A1, we got another story, this time with Solo Leveling, because again, we got Solo Leveling anime adaptation will air in 2023. And again, the animation studio is A1 Pictures, even more so cementing that A1 Pictures, bro, they ain't coming to joke around, dog. You got Nier Automata, you got Solo Leveling, you got Mashle, you got a lot on your plate. And I ain't gonna lie, out of those three in particular, probably Mashle's the one I'm most excited for, because that's the one I'm most familiar with. And then at a close second is Solo Leveling, because I've just heard so many good things. And I might check out Nier Automata too, because I've heard it's a good game and it's A1 Pictures, so maybe they could get it done. But it'll be Mashle, Solo Leveling, and then Nier Automata in that particular order that I'll be watching. Man, A1 doesn't stop. In case you don't know who this is, there's an author by the name of Gen Urobuchi. He was responsible for Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica. He was responsible, in collaboration with Nasu, the original creator, but he was responsible for Fate Zero. He's done other really dope stuff. He was responsible for Psycho Pass Season 1, and it looks like what they dub the Butcher before the boys, by the way. Gen Urobuchi is back, this time around, light novel Eisen Flugel by Gen Urobuchi, who did Fate Zero, and Higashi Kuji Chuo is getting an anime movie adaptation by, again, A1 Pictures, anime studio A1 Pictures. Goddamn, A1, like, save some work for the rest of the industry. Now, it looks like they are giving MAPPA a run for their money, because Studio MAPPA has been grabbing a lot of titles, and A1 was like, yo, hold my beer, I could grab more titles than you, bruh. And A1 was like, yo, dog, I got this, relax, we're gonna get all of these titles in, because yeah, another one. And I really love Gen Urobuchi's work so far. Everything that I've seen of his, for the most part, I've loved, so I might give this film a go. Next up, Studio Madhouse. Madhouse Studios, dog, I haven't heard that name in a good minute. I know they've done a couple of things here or there. I think they did that one anime with the dude with the freaking head. What was it? No Guns Life? I think it was No Guns Life. Yeah, like that was the last anime that I checked out from them, and I know they've done some other stuff since then, but Madhouse aren't the same Madhouse that they were. A lot of the people that worked at Madhouse, some of the higher ups, they went over and they created Studio MAPPA. So Madhouse hasn't been buzzing like it once was back in, even, you know, a few years ago. You go to Hunter x Hunter 2011, you go to Parasite the Maxim, Madhouse Studio, there was no joke. So these days, to hear Madhouse Studios, it's kind of a, well, hey, it's nice to hear. What are they up to? And it seems as though Madhouse is back with a new anime. My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999 anime, announced to air in 2023 by Madhouse Studios. And it kind of looks like a romance. I don't know. It's just like a romance isekai anime. Like, I don't know, Madhouse, what are you doing? Like, yo, how we fallen so far? And don't get me wrong, maybe this is a great anime. Maybe it could be a grand slam. Maybe it could be awesome, but yeah, it's just weird to hear Madhouse going this bag. Like, dog, they're the same people that did Monster, you know what I'm saying? One of the most classic anime out there. Like, where are we going with this, Madhouse? What happened to you, dog? Like, damn, homie, in high school you was the man, homie. What? Madhouse. Yeah. Dr. Stone fans, just a quick update on Dr. Stone Season 3. It says here, Dr. Stone TV Anime Season 3 is titled New World, releasing spring 2023. Well, hurry up and release it already. Like, dog, it's been forever, and April's around the corner, I guess. You know, if we could blitz through the winter, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and it's about freaking time. I still gotta watch that TV special now I think about it. Maybe I'll watch it here soon to prep for this. But yeah, New World, Dr. Stone Season 3, spring 2023. Undead Unluck fans, quick update on the sales of Undead Unluck. It says, Undead Unluck by Yoshifumi Tozuka has reached 1.8 million copies in circulation, according to Kaban Mochi Sasete Kudasai TV program. And yeah, almost 2 million sales. I feel like Undead Unluck somewhere along the way lost the momentum that it had. Like, it was doing very well, and if it would have kept up at the momentum that it did have, it would probably be at 3 or 4 million sales. I really don't know what happened. I stopped following the manga around chapter 20 something, and maybe that's the reason. Maybe it couldn't grab grab people to be longtime readers, or maybe it was the intro because, you know, first impressions are everlasting, and the first chapter and the first promo, a lot of people felt like this feels like a Shonen magazine fairy tale ecchi series. Like, what is this doing in Jump? So yeah, that turned people off. But Undead Unluck by Yoshifumi Tezuka has reached 1.8 million copies in circulation. Cool beans, and it's ending, I believe, and it got an anime coming by David Productions. So wide variety of news. Okay, people, let's take a look at the weekly Shonen Jump and weekly Shonen Magazine author comments. Shonen Magazine, courtesy of Jose_Ke. Kohei Horikoshi, My Hero Academia. The anime starts this Saturday. I can't wait. Let's all watch it together. It's out right now. As you're watching this video, you can watch the first episode of My Hero Season 6. Then we got Hajime Komodo, author of Mashle, Magic, and Muscles. How interesting it is that there's a tenfold difference in effectiveness between active learning and passive learning. Humans sure are interesting. That sounds interesting. Eiichiro Oda, creator of One Piece. The portion of the Red movie connected to the anime is now on YouTube. You'll understand Luffy's thought process. I gotta watch that. Wow. Gege Akutami, author of Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't listen closely to the point system for You Next, so I was being stingy where I didn't need to be. Okay, cool beans. We got Mapolo 3 from PPPPP. Thank you for this past year. I'm so happy. Thank you for making a really cool and unique manga, Mapolo 3. Y'all or you are awesome. And we'll wrap up the Shonen Jump stuff with Yoshifumi Tezuka, author of Undead Unluck. I started playing Pokemon Go. I've been asking my senpai, my dad, what I don't know. You must be very young. Like, what? Then moseying on over to Weekly Shonen Magazine's author comments. We got Ken Wakui, author of Tokyo Revengers. I've been so lacking in exercise this year that I've become plump. I fear what autumn, the season of gluttony, will bring. Then we got Negi Harawa, author of Ranger Reject. I'm torn on whether I should buy the Limited Express Lego Hogwarts train or not. Then we got Yusuke Nomura, author of Blue Lock. I get ravenously hungry when watching Orochinyu's insect eating videos at night. What? Hiromashima, author of Eden Zero, Fairy Tail. My addiction to foreign shows has returned, so I started watching shows I missed in one go. They're also entertaining. Yes, as we talked about earlier in this episode. He's on some peak, The Boys. Kei Urana, author of Gachi Aquata. I was having so much fun playing Splatoon 3 that I forgot to draw manga. Get on it, dog. Don't fall behind. We got Nakaba Suzuki, author of Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse. I'm in the midst of a sea and space movie marathon. I think I've caught myself with bated breath several times. Yoshitoki Oima's To Your Eternity, wrapping things up. I'm saddened by my TV air conditioning and printer breaking down. Buy new ones, dog. You a mangaka. Nah, let me stop. Like, I know they don't be getting paid crazy amounts. And yeah, that was what we got for Shonen Jump and Shonen Magazine's author comments. And let's close it off with the top 50 best-selling manga of the week, courtesy of Jose_Ke. At number 48, One Piece 102 with 13,000, bringing it to 1.8. Boruto Volume 18 in 17 days, 84,000 total, 13 this week. That's a little bit better than the past, but dog, coming from the days of Naruto doing 900,000 in a week, need I say more? And we got places 40 through 31. We got One Piece 103 with 14 this week, bringing it to 1.8. Let's see here. None of this is all that exciting, so let's jump over places 30 through 21. My editor Chris told me that MF Ghost is actually a, what did he tell me? It's I can't think.
I got you, Fornev. MF Ghost is actually based on Initial D, so it's the Initial D franchise. It's just based off of like another one of those, so it's all about cars. Yeah, that's it.
We got number 26, Uzaki-chan wa Osabito, Volume 9, aka Uzaki Wants to Hang Out, 18,000 this week, 56,000. Hey, it's doing numbers. Oh, Soso no Frieren dropped a new volume. 4 days, 18.7 total. Then we got places 20 through 11. We got at number 18, Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 20 still in there with 25,000 this week, 1.4 total. We got Chojin X Volume 4 by the author of Tokyo Ghoul. In 3 days, 26,000. Dog, I'm not reading it. I read 15 chapters. I thought it was okay, and I heard it picks up from after that, but I'll be honest with you. I wish it would go back to Tokyo Ghoul. Like, can we see Kaneki's daughter or something, or Kaneki's granddaughter or something like that? Like, I'd be fine with it. I don't know. I'm not that invested in Chojin X, and again, maybe it's good, and maybe I'll eat these words, and I'll be happy to if it's really good, but yeah, I prefer more Tokyo Ghoul, and it's been recently buzzing again. A lot of people talking about it. At number 16, Tokyo Revengers Volume 29, 27,000, bringing it to 729,000 total. Oh, we got a Detective Conan spinoff, Volume 7, with 32,000 this week in 4 days. Not bad. And then top 10. At number 7, World Trigger fans still holding it down with 43,000, bringing its total to 351,000. What's going on at World Trigger? At number 3, Sousou no Frieren, Volume 9, in 4 days, 155,000. You add that with the numbers that it did on that limited edition, and it has a total of, what is that? 170 something, not bad. Detective Conan Volume 102 in 4 days, almost 200,000, 197. Great. And Kingdom, 3 days, 292,000. No anime that anybody really recommends. Amazingness. But yeah, people, let me know. Best story, favorite story, all that good stuff. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace, and you guys just watched another episode of FORNEVERNEWS. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Please do.
I have a dream, alone in my room as I sit with the tea. Couldn't possibly think what I often see, and you don't even know how I often blink. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such a odd, unique, yet I'm so unique, and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably repeat, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.